This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com. Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry Lutz. Today's 5/16/22, show number 391. Well, we had a nice rally on Friday, Nick.
We had a great rally on Friday, and the market actually finished strong. So for a rare occasion, we have had 5 Fridays in a row that were down, and some of them were really down big. But this was a Friday where the markets got defended. Please note that it occurred before an options expiration trading week. So that sets the stage this week pretty nicely. Overall, the market held the gains, and that's all we really care about. Can the market gain from here from a severe oversold condition? I think it has a shot. Very, very often after a big rally day, we get a more subdued session the next trading day, and that seems to be what we're getting right now. So markets are underwater a little bit today, but they're not down much. And we'll just see what we get out here. But this is not a bad session today so far.
Yeah, it's a good setup. And, well, we've also got Options X this week for May.
Yes, Options X is this coming Friday. As always, traders should be aware that this is often a week of institutional game playing by the institutions. They're usually going to move stocks away from the popular strike prices that everyone has made a bet on. So, and when I say everyone, I'm talking about the retail trader, not the institutional trader. So if a lot of retail traders say are in on, I don't know, we'll pick a stock, we'll say Microsoft, and everybody loves the same level and they all have a call option for that same strike, just let me tell you, the institutions are not going to let it get there. They're going to take it away. They're going to move it lower. And that's just a game that goes on each and every month. It's been going on since I've been in this business.
Yeah. Well, hey, I see this over and over again. You know, Wall Street runs the country, and it's that simple. So they basically just do whatever they want to do, and nobody says they can't.
Yeah, and again, they're giving everybody the access of the information. You just got to figure it out and got to see the patterns, and you got to put it all together. But very few people are willing to learn that, and the game goes on. But it's always been this way since I've been in this business. You just got to note these things and take advantage of the charts when you can.
Exactly. So what's happening with Twitter today?
All right. So Twitter, and this story is starting to get a little bit interesting. The stock is down about 5% today. And that is telling me basically that Elon Musk may be willing to walk away from this deal. So I know he said he's committed to it and he's going to bring it private, but there's no way, and we talked a little bit about it on Friday, that he's going to bring it private at that prior price. So I think right now with the stock trading where it is and currently, it looks to be down about 5% today. It's not a pretty chart pattern. And if he backs off, this thing could go down to like the low 30s. Right now it's at $38.70. So I think everybody should pay attention to this. If you are a Twitter shareholder, this story is far from over.
And it's interesting, the stock never reached the offering price of $54.20.
No, it never did. But a lot of times, just so everybody's aware, it doesn't do that. It'll get close, but it never gets there because it still has to get regulatory approval. It has to go through a lot of vetting before it finally. And then there's also the discussion that he may not have the funding. So
that I don't believe, but yeah.
But that's just the formality of when a company gets taken over, why it doesn't trade to the actual price of the offering.
Right. I got you. It's the arbitrage in there because the first thing you do is, you go, well, normally you would sell you'd buy the company being acquired and you'd sell the acquirer's stock, right?
That's right.
When you're doing an arbitrage. But here you don't really have the ability to do that because it's a private company that's actually purchasing it.
Right. So it's not a takeover like we're accustomed to seeing from one public company to another. This is going to go private. So they just basically would pay the $54 a share and be done with it. But right now, I just think the noise that he has made about the actual accounts, how many bots are in there and how many actual accounts are in there, it sounds like he's either going to lower that deal quite a bit or he's going to walk away.
Yeah, well, what does the board do in that case? They already approved the higher offer. How can they accept a lower offer at this point?
Well, it's going to be interesting because I think there is $1 billion breakup fee if he does not go through with it. But we'll see how this all plays out. But this story is far from over, at least at the moment. And with the Twitter share price now down at around $38.70, I just can't see him paying that price for it.
Yeah, that would be pretty outrageous. But, you never know what that guy's really up to.
Well, that's the thing. He pulls a lot of rabbits out of the hat. You never know what he's capable of either. And again, this is if I'm a shareholder of Twitter right now, looking for that takeover to occur at $50+, I'm a little bit concerned at this stage of the game.
Yeah, well, and never forget he's the ultimate troll, right?
He is. A guy can move markets like better than anybody with a single tweet.
yeah, able to move markets with a single tweet, right? Like Clark Kent.
Clark Kent. Yeah, he looks a little like him too.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah, interesting. So gold is flat today. It held the technical resistance support,
it
held
technical
support.
That's right. Gold is a little bit on the flat side today. It's actually creeped into positive territory now, up about $4. But today it went down and tested that low print I was talking about, right at 1735. I believe we got right into that area, 1785, excuse me. And there's a lot of support here for gold. So I think gold on a technical basis, anywhere in the 1785 area can be a bounce play. Nothing more than that, though.
All right. I like it. And it's also options X. So you want to blow out those option holders on GLD and on gold itself and every other gold related derivative, right?
That's right. And that's what will take place this week. So just be on your toes when it comes to anything in the metals this week. Options X is always a volatile period. Normally gold gets a big flush, as we've seen very often during an options expiration. This time around, though, gold is already sold off. So I think there's a possible chance of a bounce.
Okay. Bitcoin is under 30,000.
Yeah, Bitcoin is under 30,000 now. And again, it went above 30,000 on Friday. It caught a good bid, but it's not much below. It's right now, it's at around 29,600. Again, it lives to fight another day, but I will tell you this much. Bitcoin went down and tested that 27,000 level. In fact, it even went lower. Now it's rebounded up a little bit, but overall, now you wait and you watch for another chart pattern to develop. If that chart pattern develops in a negative form, it's going lower again because the trend is down. And that's how markets work. They test a level, they rebound a little bit. If they can't go higher, then they'll ultimately fall lower. So right now we're in a holding pattern. We have to see what kind of formation develops on the charts. And that'll tell me more as we go into the latter part of this week.
All right. Well, sounds interesting. We will keep a close watch upon it for sure. Hey, make sure you go over to Nick's site, inthemoneystocks.com. See how he's been beating the averages for decades. The Twitter feeds at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, at Kerry Lutz. Of course, your emails are always welcome. KL@KerryLutz.com. Even if we don't read them here, we will forward them off to Nick and get you an answer. Nick, we'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Sounds good, Kerry.